Scorpio, what's going on? It's your girl D here with your reading for your solar eclipse for June 2021. The solar eclipse is on June 10th. And it's a major energy. It's going to have effects that are going to last us throughout the winter and into the fall. So this is why I'm doing this reading for you. I did one for the collective called the solar eclipse in Gemini. I'm going to have that attached. It's going to be in the description box, and it may be attached at the end of this video. But I need you to watch that so that you have a real good understanding of how these energies are going to be affecting possibly you, your family, your friends, and the people who you deal with, people out in the world, out in the community. Because, you know, these energies are affecting us all on a global scale. All right? And because this is really good, positive energy, but it's laced with some bullshit, so to speak, I'm going to need you to know what this bullshit is so that you can try to avoid it. Okay? So this is the purpose of this reading. So I'm going to do runes, which I'm shuffling to get one out here for you now. And then I'm going to do a clarifier through the Gypsy Oracle. And then I'm going to do a further clarification with Uno cards. All right? I'm not using any tarot with this reading. All right? I like to switch it up, you know. For those of you who rock with the channel, thank you so much for allowing me to be me. And for you to, in appreciating that and coming back to the channel. Hopefully, if there's anybody new, hopefully you will subscribe. You know, this is not your traditional channel, but you get better messages than you will on most other channels. That's for sure. You'll get the truth here. We don't sugarcoat or cookie cut. Not over in these streets. Okay? So, where is the lunar eclipse going to occur for you? Well, the lunar eclipse for you is going to be in your 8th house because it's going to be in the house where Gemini is. So for you on your chart, that's your 8th house. Now, what else is going on with Gemini? Well, we're in Gemini season, so the sun is there. What else is going on with Gemini? Well, we got Mercury retrograde going on, and guess where Mercury retrograde is at? Yes, in Gemini. So we got three, major energies, three major players, planetary bodies in your 8th house. All right, so let's talk about how that could affect you here. So as far as solar eclipses, again, check out the video that I did because I explained to you the difference between a solar eclipse and a lunar eclipse and what those pertain to. But it pertains to the moon, okay? The moon is about your emotions and your feelings. So with a new moon, you know, for those of you who do manifesting and you're into spell work or you're just into affirmations, new moons represent bringing in the things that you want in your life. So whatever you want to add to your life, whatever you want to bring to your life, whatever you want to make better, you use the new moon energies to write your manifestations to do so. As far as manifestations are concerned, some people like to write them on a piece of paper in a notebook. They just have a notebook full of manifestations. Some like to write their manifestations down and put it like in a special little box or a special little chest or a special little drawer or wherever you keep your manifestations. Some people like me, what I do is I'll write my manifestations down and I go out the night of the new moon and I read it out loud and then I burn it. So it's whatever you want to do in reference to your manifestation, but it's important that you do something. For those of you who are even not into manifestations or affirmations, you may want to do some quick research on this because this is a major player. Okay, this is a new moon on steroids. All right, this is all about really good, positive vibes, good energy. But you also have to understand we have some other aspects, like other planetary alignments that are going to affect that in a way, and that's what's done in the solar eclipse video in Gemini that I did for you. Okay, so check that out as well, especially if you have not watched it yet. It's important that you watch that. So with that being said, Gemini is your 8th house, right? So let's take a look and see how these energies may be affecting you as a Scorpio ascendant or sun sign. So the rune that I have is called Othla, Othla. All right, it is in reverse at this particular time because that's how it came out for you. But this is what it is upright. This is how it looks. The runes, there are a total of 25 runes, meaning 25 different symbols. They are a form of divination. Okay, just like tarot cards are a form of divination. So you read the symbol of the rune. Each symbol has a particular meaning. So when this rune is in reverse, first of all, this rune is rune number 23. So number 2 plus 3 is 5. Fives are all about struggle. They're all about change. They're all about conflict. We are in year 5, which is all about change, struggle, conflict. Okay. This came out in reverse. So what this is talking about when it's in reverse is squandered wealth, cut off from family ties, disinherited, ignoring one's heritage. We have that clarified with sorrow. Further clarified with the Ace of Cups. This is very interesting for you, Scorpio, because a lot of Scorpios are going through changes right now related to being the black sheep of the family. A lot of you have grown up in environments, and we're dealing with Mercury in Gemini. Gemini deals with the extended family. Okay, so when I read to you energies of squandered wealth or cut from family ties or disinherited or ignoring one's heritage, some of you are having a lot of family issues, and it could be with siblings in particular. But because that's what the third house consists of. It rules your siblings. It also rules your stepbrothers, your stepsisters. It also rules your cousins, your aunties, your uncles, your aunt, your grandmother, your grandfather, the extended family. So some of you may be in a position where, you know, your family's not fucking with you, or maybe you decided not to fuck with them for whatever reason. You know, you've been through whatever you've been through. You know, there's been no justice. You understand for some of you that, you know, this is your karmic walk. Your karmic deals with your family. You know, some of you have had some karmic relationships, love relationships, but a lot of it has to do with what's going on in what went on in your family environment and how you were raised. Some of you were in environments where there was a lot of sibling rivalry or just jealousy or envy. You may have grown up in environments where the leaders of the family, you know, all they did was provide for you. Maybe they didn't check to see if you were okay, or you know, maybe you were, you know, someone who was in an environment where you were less favored. You know, you were provided for, but you know, they didn't really care about you. They just provided for you because maybe they looked at you as an obligation. Some of you just had people in your family who were just real rotten pieces of shit. And so you are in the process with Mercury retrograde there. You're in the process of mourning that loss. Your family members could be thinking about you as well, too, during this time. But I feel like a lot of you are just, you know, mourning that loss. Okay, you are in the process of tying that all up. And what will happen is when the moon comes in to where Gemini, as far as Mercury retrograde and the sun are, it's going to help to bring balance to your emotions. Okay, and what that is going to do is it's going to take you out of your emotional sorrow, or it will help to ease it. So it won't be so difficult for you to deal with. For some of you, you could be connecting with other family members, okay, which is helping to balance out that energy. So that could be the balance that the moon brings. For others of you, it could be love coming towards you. You may meet someone, okay, someone that you can form your own family with, okay, whether they come in the form of good friends, whether they come in the form of other family members who are not, you know, in the immediate family environment. Maybe you have relatives that live someplace else and you're connecting with them and establishing a family connection with them. Or maybe you, like I said, some of you make friends, you're connecting with friends or meeting like-minded individuals. You're basically going to be forming your own tribe elsewhere. So it's going to either come in the form of a lover. It may come in the form of maybe some work you do. Maybe some of you work doing Reiki. You know, you do Reiki healing, or maybe some of you are astrologers. Maybe some of you are, you know, you'll focus on work. Like your love will be your work, and you may connect with people through that. But with this Ace of Cups, this is positive energy. It's a beautiful thing, and I feel like what's going to happen is the universe is going to bring in some balance so that you're not so distraught emotionally about the loss of those connections, about being disinherited or being the black sheep, so to speak. All right, so that's what I got for my Scorpios. Let's see what energies you may want to consider embodying to help you to get through this. Oops. Just one card for my Scorpio, please. Okay. Ooh, baby, look. The sun, and it's already there. So this is beautiful. So when we talk about the sun, we're talking about being. So this is all about being you. Some of you may be looked at as outcasts, or you may have been treated like, well, fuck them and what they're doing, by family members. You may have had some beef with family members in reference to the way that they treated you, and maybe you brought that to their attention and they just brushed it to the side or disregarded it. And so that brought you a lot of pain. So it was a matter of, okay, do I stay in this connection or this family or this relationship when I've expressed how I felt and these people are not, they're not hearing it, they're not registering it, they're not accepting it, they're not respecting it? Do I stay because I love them more, or do I go focus on me because I love me? So I feel like you're going to get more even-headed about this. And with the sun energy, this is about you focusing on self. So this is about, the sun rules our solar plexus, right? Which is about I am. I am worthy. I am valuable. I am important. I deserve love. I deserve to be respected. I deserve to be treated right, right? So we're talking about energies of essence, self-awareness, life force, spirit, creativity, honor, masculinity, distinction, childishness, ego, individuality, solitude, expression, self-sufficiency, shine, heartbeat, and father. So this is all about masculine energy. This is all about being assertive in who you are and accepting who you are and saying, you know what, you don't gotta appreciate me or love me or respect me, but you won't be around me, regardless to if you're blood or not. So this is the energy I feel like you're going to be in once the moon comes into your 8th house on June 10th. And if you're having issues with that, write some affirmations in reference to that. Ask for the willpower and the intestinal fortitude and the strength to be unique and to be you, and to focus on self-love, and to attract those who truly do love you and truly want the best for you, and who are not going to put you in a position where they're going to be disrespectful to you. But there's also some healing that you're going to have to do, because you're going to have to figure out why you allowed this to go on. Why you're hesitating leaving, for those of you who are still dealing with this environment and you're afraid to leave. What is it that you're afraid to leave? Why are you afraid? Is it because society tells you, oh, family is everything? Well, in your case, you know that that's not the case. So what would you need to do? You would need to tap into your energy, your sun energy, and understand that you have the power to control your life and who comes in it and who doesn't. And if you don't stand up for yourself, no one else will. And that you don't have to be, pushed around just because someone's your blood relative, because blood don't make everybody family. So with that being said, Scorpio, that's what I have for you. If this resonated in any way, feel free to click the like button. If you would like to leave a comment on how it resonates, feel free to do so. Any comments that are in the comment section that are disrespectful to my reading style, to my channel, period, or to anybody in the 8th house energy community, you will be blocked and deleted. We're not going to tolerate any negative energy because people are miserable and they want to lash out because the reading triggers you. The reading is triggering you for a reason. So maybe you should focus on what it is that you're unhappy about. Okay, for those of you who want to lash out, that's what the gym is for. That's what the punching bag is for. 8th house energy is not your punching bag. We will not, and the 8th house community is not your punching bag. So with that being said, I love you guys and I thank you for checking out the video, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care, Scorpio.